Well, I've known Wayne Carlton for a number of years. I took one of your seminars about 20 years ago up in Edmonton, Alberta, where I first learned to call elk. And I've actually done extremely well since then. I've shot 16 elk. And I've learned a lot from you. I always looked at you as the pioneer of the modern day elk calls. And I think it was back in the early 80s when there was a story came out about the fella that called elk with a turkey call.
I think that was in 82, maybe 82 or 83, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I tell you how old I am. I've had young guys from Canada see me at the SHOT Show, for instance, and he says, I wasn't even born when you first came up there. He's in his 20s, you know, and I've been doing this over 30 years. But it kind of puts you in the right perspective when he says, I was not even born when you made your first trip to Canada. So yeah, I've been doing it a long time and learned how to call quite a few different critters, not only elk, but quite a few. And I can remember those seminars. Was it Edmonton?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Right. You used to get some huge crowds up there.
Very big. Everyone was really keen on learning more about it and
yeah,
getting that interaction with the elk to draw them in close.
Well, if you're hunting Canada, of which I've hunted Canada, it is so thick up in that country. If you don't know how to call, and I find calling not only to call an animal in, but also to create opportunities for myself. And I know going up there moose hunting and bear hunting and elk hunting as well, the vegetation is so thick, if you don't call, you're really missing a lot of opportunities that you could create for yourself by not calling. If you don't call, you're losing that ability.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done, like I said, very well, and I remember the first seminar, I'd never used a diaphragm call before, and your x-rays of how it fits in the roof of your mouth, and the recommendation to tie a string to it so you can always retrieve it if you end up swallowing it.
We were talking about this yesterday with someone on this hunt, and you know, when I first started using the diaphragm call, there were no instructions.
Right.
And the frames are made out of lead, and we had prophylactic stretched across to blow on, and had one piece, I don't know how, I can't remember how the tape was done, but one piece of tape to trap the air in the roof of your mouth. But whenever I got into the elk calling side of it, I felt it took me like 3 months to ever learn how to do a turkey call. And I wanted to try to make sure the people that were trying to learn how to call elk, let's make it easier for them. So yeah, I went and had x-rays made. Yeah. And even I took it a step further. We didn't do just an x-ray. We did what is called a live video x-ray. And so we put dye on the diaphragm, put it in my mouth, and then you blow it, and it shows your tongue placement. It shows how the diaphragm reacts to your tongue and the air going through it. So it was pretty neat, but it taught me how I could teach you and others to do it quickly and a little more easy.